ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
Now, while I was scrolling through TikTok, I came across videos that were showing what was happening in Mecca city in Saudi Arabia on 22nd of August 2023. And I was looking at this and I was like, what is this? This was during the Ramadan, and as they were praying, there came a strong wind, a strong storm that was very destructive. And what caught my eye was the lightning. Imagine the lightning was coming from the minaret to the heavens. And normally for me, I'm a meteorologist anyway. When we are learning, we learn that lightning comes from the sky to the earth. But this was the opposite. It was coming from the minaret of that tower of course, the mosque to the heavens or to the clouds. And it was very strong. There was a very strong wind that was carrying even people. There was a lot of waters, which was the storm. There was even destructing structures, even destructing roads and infrastructure. And I really was thinking, was this the wrath of God? Was this the wrath of Allah? Or was this a blessing? Because I saw some casualties. Some people unfortunately died. And I was thinking, was it the wrath of Allah or was it a blessing? I don't know. I really do not know. Maybe if a Muslim is watching and you really understand this, you can drop me a comment. But what caught my eye was a few things that I would want to share in this video. And I would want to share also about the faith that I have towards this and what I think about what the events that were taking place during that time. I also learned that Mecca city is the holiest city of Saudi Arabia. And also you find that non-Muslims are not allowed to enter Mecca city. So it is one of the most protected cities because it is believed in Islam, of course, and in Saudi Arabia that it is the holiest city of their country. And therefore non-Muslims are not allowed to enter that city. And also Muslims that are not serious about their faith could not be allowed to enter this city. Also, during Ramadan, in this city, there is a structure called Kaaba in the text in Quran. And Kaaba is assumed or is taken as a holy place where people go and repent their sin. So these Muslims usually go there to kiss a black stone. So the Muslims believe in their Quran texts that there was a stone that was given to Abraham by Archangel Gabriel. But it is believed, according to their text, that this stone was a milky white stone. And it was cut into a half and framed in a silver frame and put in one of the corners of Kaaba. And this stone is usually kissed by Muslims. In other words, they take this kissing as repenting of their sin. Now, you might ask yourself, why is it that this stone is now black? It is believed that because of the sin of the people, this stone has turned from white to black. Now, many Muslims believe, billions and millions of Muslims believe that in your lifetime, at least once, you need to visit Mecca, go to Kaaba and kiss this stone so that you are connecting with Allah. That is their belief, okay? And this stone is, kept sacred, and it is also protected by the government of Saudi Arabia. So you find that policemen are always there to make sure that no one is tampering with this stone. Also, what caught my eye is that they also take children to go and kiss this very stone. And I was like, do children have sin? I don't know, because naturally they believe that this stone is holy, and therefore when you kiss it, you are repenting of your sin. Okay, maybe they are believing that also it's a connection with Allah, and maybe that's why they are also having children. I may not have a correct comment about that. So when I was watching these videos, I saw some translations of, there was a voice in the background and it was in Arabic, and some translated as that Allah should have mercy upon them. He should not allow his wrath to come against them. So I believed from these videos that this was a sign of wrath from Allah, a sign of wrath from God. Now, let me speak from my perspective. I believe that the end times are coming, because even in Islam, they believe that when the mountains of Saudi Arabia will start having green vegetation, then the day of judgment is near. And from previous videos, we've seen that the mountains have started becoming green. We have now vegetation growing in the desert, and therefore they believe that the days of judgment are closer. The same to us Christians. We've seen signs that now the end times are closer. And for me, I believe this is just a sign from God, and it is the wrath of God to humanity. And maybe because, you see, Mecca is taken as a holy city, and therefore many Muslims dwell in this place. Many Muslims come in this place every single year to repent of their sin and to worship Allah. And during the Ramadan, it is when these things were happening. And for me, I believe that God is looking at humanity and he sees that people have turned away from him. And this is just a sign to show that the days of judgment are closer. And this calls to us that we need to repent of our sin and come close to our Creator, come close to our God. It is time we believe in the true God of the Bible. That is according to me. Because I was looking at this catastrophe and I was like, what is happening? This is the wrath of God. And this is just but the beginning. What is there to come, we do not know. What will happen on Judgment Day, we do not know. This is a call to all of us, both Muslims and Christians. We need to reconnect with our Creator. We need to go back to God and repent of our sin. Because when we are looking at these very distractions, this is something you do not want to have. Unfortunately, we've had people who've died during these storms. We have people who've lost their property during these storms, and it is very much devastating. And just a call out, please let us return to our Creator. Let us repent of our sin. And I know God is merciful. Also, Muslims believe that Allah is merciful and he can forgive their sin. If you have more information about this event, please don't hesitate to drop me a comment. I would really want to read that comment and know more about these events and more about what was happening in Mecca. I believe this video was helpful to you, and if that is the case, please don't forget to like this video, and also you can subscribe to this channel. And my friend, not only subscribe, ring that bell so that, my friend, you do not miss any future videos that you are going to upload on this video. Otherwise, click I don't know which side of this screen to watch our next video, and I'm sure that I will see you in that video. Peace.